should everybody only be subscribing to new issues, what is called the new fund offer, NFOs as they are popularly called, or should you buy an existing mutual fund? That's what we're going to examine in this video. There is a misconception in the mutual fund industry, especially among new investors, that you need to buy mutual funds when they are newly launched. Why? Because for the same amount of money, I get more units. I buy when the price is cheap. Is that right? Should everybody only be subscribing to new issues, what is called the new fund offer, NFOs as they are popularly called, or should you buy an existing mutual fund? That's what we're going to examine in this video. Now let's say you wanted to invest in a large cap fund. And by large cap fund, we mean the fund that invests in the top 100 companies. And at that point in time, incidentally, there is also a mutual fund company that is launching or launched a large cap new NFO, new fund offer of a large cap fund. But you on the other side also have a fund which has existed for say 10 years and it has a portfolio value of say 100 rupees NAV at that point in time. Now you have an option. For your 1 lakh of investment, you will either get 10,000 units of 10 rupees each in the new fund, or you will get 1,000 units. You will get significantly lesser number of units at 100 rupees NAV in the fund that has existed for 10 years plus or 15 years if thereabout. Now this is the classical dilemma all new investors face. And what they end up doing is, because I get 10,000 units as against 1,000 units here, I will go with the 10,000 one because it seems more logical. It seems like you're buying it at a lesser price. It seems that you're getting more units and so on and so forth. But I want to do a simple math and explain to you how both of these are very, very similar. And from a mathematical perspective, let us say for just argument's sake that the portfolios of both the funds are identical in nature. So in a given scenario, let's say the portfolio of the new fund 1 year down is up 20%. So 10 rupees is worth 12 rupees. And on 12 rupees into 10,000 units, your portfolio value of 1 lakh is up to 1,20,000. On the other hand, the existing funds, if you had invested at 100 rupees, will also be 120 rupees at that point in time. Now 1,000 units into 120 is also 1,20,000. So really the gain is not different as long as the performance of the funds is exceptionally there. On the contrary, given the fact that there is a 10-year performance track record of this fund, it is always more beneficial to look at that fund than to look at a new fund offer. That is how one needs to look at. Having said that, both of these needs to be kept aside. One needs to more look at what is the goalpost that one is chasing. If I am looking at really long term and my goal is say a 10-year plan, then one needs to pick a fund that serves that goal, that serves me as a means to achieve those goals. Rather than look at specific products, the goal mapping needs to be the first exercise one needs to do. Then the product will follow quite automatically. That's how one needs to look at it. Second, not all that is new is great. Unless it's a product that is not already available in your basket. Let us say it's a new concept, new idea, new fund theme that is not there in your existing portfolio and you would like to try it, by all means go ahead. But if it's already there in your portfolio, if you've already experienced a good performance in your existing fund, why add a new fund which is unknown into the portfolio? So all these considerations one needs to take into place before one approaches to subscribe to a new fund offer. Just because there is a new fund on the block, constantly applying will mean that in a span of 2-3 years, you will be saddled by hundreds of mutual fund portfolios in your investment kitty. And then it becomes unwieldy to manage and review and so on and so forth. So we'd always recommend you to make a careful selection. And the 3 criteria to follow is what is my goalpost, and therefore which fund will get me there. Second, if I already have a fund which is existing, then I will prefer to put my money into that existing fund than subscribe to a new NFO. Third is, just because it's an NFO does not necessarily mean it is more beneficial than an existing fund. These 3 things we all need to keep in mind all the time before we take a call whether we're going to put our money into an existing fund or a new fund offer.